Topical. Good morning, South Africa. Welcome to yet another episode Kona la ku Vooka Breakfast Show. Sorry about that little technical glitch that you had there in the beginning. Friday, then there's something wrong with your life. I hope you guys are feeling fantastic with this very cold weather that we're having out there. So please don't forget to dress extra warm. Be very comfy in what you're wearing. But warmness is the idea. But today, TGF. Thank God it's Friday, and I hope you guys will be chilling with us throughout the episode because we have so much more jam-packed things stored for you actually. And I go by the name of Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze. But to the darker the berry, the sweeter than Dun Dun. And yes, I am not traveling alone. I am here with Mr. Max for maximum temperature. How you doing, sir?
Oh yes, of course. Interesting and epic mornings is what we bring you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And you know, man, nothing starts a good Friday like a Friday mode, right? So we can't wait to give you everything that speaks to the Friday mode so that our moods can be picked up till the rest of the day. It is the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Mweketi Maimane. And then Afriberry, man, on this Friday, beautiful morning, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Hey, I had a bit of a breakout in the morning, so my face started breaking out and I had like a bit of an allergic reaction, but thank God I dealt with that super fast. Hence, I could actually be here right now with you. But are you feeling fantastic though?
Yes, I am feeling absolutely fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, you know, whenever you see me here, we are about to fix those bucket lists. Make sure that our lists are filled up so that we can travel. We are heading to the weekend. Tomorrow is the weekend, and we encourage you guys to go out, explore what South Africa has to offer. So today on our picture of our day is what we call the Johannesburg Botanical Garden. You might be asking yourself, what does the Botanical Garden has to offer? So it's located in Emmarentia, Johannesburg, spans 125 hectares and is administered by Johannesburg City Parks. Originating as a rose garden in 1964, it expanded in 1969 and now includes the Emmarentia Dam and the Rose Garden with over 10,000 roses. The garden lies on land that was once part of the historic Bramfontein Farm dating back to 1853. Lawrence Golden Hayes bought the farm in 1886 for mining rights, though Confidence Reef did not extend into his property. After the Second Boer War, Golden Hayes constructed the Emmarentia Dam to assist struggling Boer veterans, naming it after his wife. Following his death, pieces of the farm were sold and donated, leading to the creation of various landmarks, including the Jan van Riebeeck Park, Emmarentia Dam, and the Botanical Garden itself. The idea for a botanical garden was first proposed in the 1920s and officially realized in 1968 with land set aside in Jan van Riebeeck Park for its development. So, Afriberry, you know where people need, to end up this weekend. The Johannesburg Botanical Gardens, of course, in Emmarentia.
Oh, this place is incredible, man. So much history and it's absolutely beautiful. So definitely the place to be.
Yeah, right. Because also I had no idea it started as just a rose garden. Now it's a massive 125 hectares of pure calm.
And the Emmarentia Dam is also perfect for a walk or even a picnic. It's like stepping into another world.
Yeah, so if anyone is looking for a buzz, for escape city buzz for a bit, that is the spot for you to visit.
Yes, definitely. Pack a blanket, grab some snacks, and just go and have fun. You won't regret it. Visit their pages on social media or their website for more information. Don't go left. Bad. Oh my gosh, my English is fumbling. Don't get left behind because Emmarentia and the Botanical Garden is a beautiful place for people to go and explore, right?
Yeah, so let's get traveling people, because you know that South Africa has a lot to to offer, and it's waiting for you. So do make sure that you know more about the Johannesburg Botanical Garden. We know it's cold, but the garden offers more than the spatial and the outdoor activities and sightseeing that you can see. So that's all for our picture of the day. Just tell us what you think if you are going to be at the Botanical Garden, because on Sunday it is the Freedom Day. Where are you celebrating it? So we've just helped you in terms of traveling. Go look out for the Johannesburg Botanical Garden. That's where we're going to end it right now. I'm just going to let Afriberry tell us what do we have for today in the show.
So today in the show we have our daily bread, as you all know, which is basically today in history, celebrity birthdays, word of the day, and of course letting you know how many days are we exactly in the year and the weeks, right? And not forgetting that we have two amazing guests for you today. We have a guest for the fashion blog who will also be bringing their fashion brand and letting us know what inspired them to actually start their brand. And the art is alive, and art lives on. And of course we also have a guest under the art segment, right, who will also be giving us a walk through their musical journey and letting us know what inspired them, of course, to become a musician and why do they see the need to keep on doing this. But for now, let's head over to a news, traffic and sports update, and obviously not forgetting the weather update.
All right, once again, let's start off with your news headline for this morning. On the first one, Zelensky cuts as a visit short after overnight attack on Ukraine. Ukraine's head of state is making their first official visit to South Africa, highlighting the country's global significance. Political analyst Professor Dek Kotse notes that this visit showcases Ukraine's resilience amid ongoing war with Russia and emphasizes its international backing, particularly from South Africa, which currently holds the G20 presidency. On the next headline, severe thunderstorms and heavy rains in parts of South Africa. The South African Weather Services has issued a weather warning for severe thunderstorms, heavy downpours resulting in localized floods and damaging winds, hail and excessive lightning. Affected provinces include Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga and the eastern half of the Eastern Cape. On On the next headline, teachers union SADTU threatens shutdown over budget cuts. Teacher union SADTU has taken to the streets to protest the current state of education and budget cuts. The sector is allocated billions annually in the national budget, but SADTU Secretary General Mugwena Maluleke says the cuts are starting to have effect. Some of the union's grievances include overcrowding in classrooms and the departure of teachers from the profession. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news, starting off with the women football news. Man United to take part in Women's World Sevens. A new seven-a-side tournament kicks off on the 21st to 23rd May in Estoril, Portugal, offering a £5 million prize pool. Manchester United joins Ajax, Benfica and Bayern Munich with 4 more clubs to be named. Clubs' flights and accommodation are covered and prize money is split among players, staff and clubs. Scheduled near major events like the Women's Champions League final and Euro 2025, the tournament aims to provide a unique platform for players, including Lioness Ella Toone, Grace Clinton, Maya Letizia and Mile Turner. Plans for a second edition in North America are underway. Now, on football news, Bucks legend Dikgang Mabalane praises Mofokeng and Nkota for transformative impact. Relebohile Mofokeng and Mohau Nkota have been pivotal for their team, contributing 12 goals in this season's Champions League. Nkota has scored 3 goals and provided 2 assists in 6 matches, while Mofokeng boasts 4 goals and 3 assists in 12 games. Mabalane praises their impact and resilience under pressure, highlighting their potential as game changers. He also believes Orlando Pirates, his former team, can realistically challenge Mamelodi Sundowns for the Betway Premiership title this season, citing improved performances and competitive gap in points and games. Now, on your athletic news, injury ruins Viwe Jing's national title defense. Viwe Jing, a 20-year-old sprinter coached by Paul Goris, withdraw from the ASA season due to a leg injury after finishing third in her heat with 11.81 seconds. Struggling with pain and past trauma from injuries, she decided against risking further harm, focusing on recovery and upcoming European competition. Emotional in her interview, she apologized to fans for her withdrawal and acknowledged other athletes' ability to entertain. Jing emphasized prioritizing. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 0604933226. Now let's get you safer on those roads with your latest traffic update. Traffic congestion is currently affecting the N12 westbound, specifically between Giluli's interchange and Edenvale Road, R24 and 12 west. One of the 2 lanes is closed. On the next one, traffic congestion is being reported on the N1 southbound western bypass due to a stationary vehicle after the ramp from Winnie Mandela Drive, R511. 1 out of 5 lanes is currently closed, leading to delays in the area. Another one, you need to expect disruption due to a planned march today. Roads affected included Lillian Ngoyi Street, Ntemi Piliso Street and Stearman's Street. Johannesburg Metropolis Department officers are deployed to manage traffic flow. And then the traffic congestion is being reported on the R24 eastbound due to ongoing roadworks near Barbara Road. Lane restrictions are in place, leading to moderate delays. There is a traffic congestion currently affecting the M1 northbound, particularly near Oxford Road, with a slow moving traffic. That's all for your traffic. If you happen to be on the road and you want to share your traffic with us, you can simply do so by connecting with us on all social media platforms. Use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. You can also send us your text or voice note on WhatsApp on the number 0604933226, 0604933226. Now, let's get on going with our Friday Mode Show.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day. Hey family.
Hi.
My name is Tisika Mazibuko Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Miss
My name is Ketua Mguni
on the Vooka
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
All right, 7:30, it is the time, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Moketi Maimane. You know, it is a Friday. Your energetic start to the day, beginning and preparing for the weekend is what we are going to be doing right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. We know that it is cold outside, and when it comes to your weather update, we have you. Just stay tuned and make sure that whenever it changes, you stay tuned to the show so that we can update you on what is happening and what to wear. And speaking of what to wear, we're going to be having a fashion designer right here on the show. He is going to be helping us, of course, on different attires and outfits to wear on a very cold day, just to prepare your day ahead of you. All I need you to do is to connect with me on every social media platform. It is Vooka Breakfast Show. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook. Do the right things because, you know, man, it's a cold morning and cold mornings, they need that warm up. Yes, I am not alone right here in the studio. I'm with the one and only beautiful lady, Afri Berry. Good morning, and how are you doing, Berry Blaze?
Good morning, Mo. I'm doing okay. I survived a very almost devastating facial breakout that I almost had in the morning because of an allergy. But thank God I managed to have that under control. Otherwise, you were going to miss me today.
What did you eat?
No, it's not what I ate. It's what I applied to my face. That really messed
What did you
me
apply and why?
up.
You know things about women, man. You guys apply ramas in your faces. The next thing when you get allergies, you complain. What did you apply?
No, man, it's something that I have for skin irritation. So I just noticed today that I'm actually allergic to it because I have very irritated skin. So I was applying it because then my skin turns to get a bit irritated and itchy. But only to find out good to know, it sits all with the rest of my body except for my face.
Yeah. It's not written. Pella, you need to read these things.
It's
guys.
not written.
You must know.
It's for skin allergies. And I found out today that I'm actually allergic to it. I was literally having ice on my face because my face was burning.
Yeah.
So I literally had to go take ice. Imagine, get flu.
Eish. And it's cold on
and
top
I'm
of
busy
that.
out there with ice on my face just to calm down the redness, the itchiness, and the burning sensation. But it helped in the end. And well, look at me now.
Yeah, it's nice you're here. And thank you so much, man, for joining us because it's going to be an epic Friday morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. As I emphasized that you need to stay tuned. And also, we're still giving away 2 tickets to the Thandiswa Mazwaye live performance. We are only left with 2 tickets worth 1,400. One ticket cost 700 rands. So if you love Afro Soul, you stand a chance to win one of those 2 tickets. And to see Thandiswa Mazwaye on the 27th of April at 4 Ways on 250 on Cedar Road, Lifestyle Country House. They serve food. They have a salon. If you want a car wash experience, definitely it is something that you are going to get right there. So you're going to be experiencing Thandiswa's captivating music live. So the tickets are going to be given away. My question is, are you ready? Do you want to go there? And also for more information, if you want to buy your tickets for yourself, if you're traveling with friends, with your family, you can get the ticket at Web Ticket and also Ticket Pro. It costs 700, 800 and 1,500, includes a buffet experience for Sunday. So do make sure that you stay tuned. Share the live for those who want to find themselves and see Thandiswa Mazwaye performing live. What do you think people should expect when it comes to Thandiswa performing live, man?
Now that is not even a very difficult question.
Yeah.
because everybody knows that Thandi Somazwai always brings it. It's the energy for me. Like even when she walks into a room, my guy, the energy that she gives out is amazing, man. It's amazing. And then you also need to take into consideration the fact that she's a music icon. And I want to give her, I'm giving you your flowers while you're still alive.
Yeah.
Because she is a musical icon. Thandi Somazwai is amazing. Everybody knows that you will take it on a spiritual journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
With her around, the only thing you can expect is music that is forever lasting, forever mesmerizing. Music that'll make you feel amazing in and out. And a spiritual journey.
Yeah, I hope if you're listening, man, you had that and you don't want to miss that because better be there or be told because it's nice, man. It's not nice being told about these things. It's best if you go and experience it yourself. Just meet nice people. Good music, good people, and good food is always the best thing that you can have around yourself. Right, so all you need to do is to stay tuned because we are going to be giving away those tickets. So, Mavuka Amahle, hashtag the Vooka Breakfast Show. You know that we always are dedicated to giving you what interests you as the public. When I started, I read the news, and of course, we need to warn people in terms of the severe weather we are experiencing outside because the heavy rainfall is taking place in parts of South Africa. And if you are in those parts of South Africa, do make sure that you stay safe because the South African Weather Services has issued a weather warning for severe thunderstorms, heavy downpours resulting in localized floods and damaging winds. Hail and excessive lightning. Affected provinces include Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, and the eastern half of the Eastern Cape. So according to the forecast issued on Wednesday, conditions will be cold and wet across large parts of the country. Severe weather is expected to disrupt travel and affect infrastructure and agriculture. On orange, level 5 warning has been issued for severe thunderstorms, with the South African Weather Services stating severe thunderstorms resulting in heavy downpours leading to flooding of roads and bridges. So do make sure that you stay safe, you are cautious, and you drive as safely as you can because those roads are wet and cars can slip and cause damages that can lead to people losing their lives. So when it comes to damaging infrastructure and agricultural activities, they are expected over the eastern parts of Free State, extreme east of the northwest, southern parts of Gauteng, and extreme southwestern parts of Mpumalanga. A yellow level 4 warning is in place for extreme south central parts of Limpopo, North Gauteng, the Mpumalanga High Veld, and the northern and northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. The forecaster warns of heavy downpours leading to localized flooding of roads and bridges, large amounts of small hail, and excessive lightning. And a further yellow level 2 warning covers Central Free State, Eastern Northwest, Southern Limpopo, and Northeastern Mpumalanga, excluding the Lowveld, where severe thunderstorms may lead to localized damage and flooding. So I hope you got that update and we stay as safe as we can. Right now, we haven't had any reports that people have died due to floods or heavy rainfall, which is a good thing that you guys are taking caution of what is being said in the news. So it is very important, guys. Look out for your family members because this weather is not okay at all, man. Yes, it is aggressive. It is aggressive. It is aggressive. So all you need to do is to stay cautious. Right now, we are heading to 8 o'clock, and right there on YouTube, I can see we're starting to have some people joining in. Mpomo, you are hashtag Maama Vooka Amahle. A very good morning to the Vooka Breakfast Show. A very good morning to you, Mpo. I hope you are going to have a wonderful day with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Don't go anywhere because we've got interesting things, man. And speaking of interesting things, we're going to be joined by two guests right here. One of them is a fashion designer and Another one is an upcoming artist. Of course, you want to hear their stories, and their stories are very important to us because they're very informative and they make us who we are today. And as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we are dedicated into giving them the platform to come here and give us what they do. So Themba William Khatebe is a fashion designer, and the artist that I was speaking about is Upongumusa Luyanda Khanyile, aka Luyanda B, a hip-hop artist. Is also a songwriter and a performer. He is very, very versatile, so you do not want to miss that conversation. And right now, what I want to do is to take a short break because Itumeleng Diale will be coming shortly to give us that automobile blog. You know, just to tell us what is the latest, what is going on the automobile industry, because yes, we want to know more about cars. And what do they offer? The technology that is being implemented, how is it going? Petrol wise, you know, are we safe when we buy those cars? We know that we want to find ourselves, you know, buying cars. Afribeer, what's your dream car?
My dream car is a 1968 Chevrolet with a 5.6 turbo boost engine.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
I love muscles. If I don't get that one at 325i, then bye.
For a minute, I was expecting Quid. Because not a lot of girls are informed, man, and know, you know, what's going on with the cars. Like, I'm funny
love me a
BMW,
muscle
BMW, you
Now,
know.
if I don't get that Chevrolet, but
Yeah.
I know that getting it is probably going to be like one of the most antagonizing things ever because it's a classic.
So
Or
what did
rather
you say it is? Name it again.
A Chevrolet. I think it's 1968, if
Yeah.
I'm correct. A Chevy.
Yeah, man, we
if
need
I
to
don't
see
get
it.
that, then I'll get a Mustang GT. If not a Mustang GT, then a 325i.
Yo. This thing is a machine, Mos. So
It is.
right here, I have a picture of that, you know, Chevrolet 19. I think there's a Madala who has this car in my car, see. You know, because he
Is he
believes
selling?
in. I doubt. That one is not for sale, Shem. It's definitely not for sale. So this is the Chev 1968, man. Yeah, it looks classic, man. This is a very good machine, you know, by the look of things. And yeah. Here we are speaking serious things here, man. Right? It looks very nice, and I hope you guys you can see it right there. Some of us, man, when it comes to classic cars, yes, they are nice, man, but I don't want to roll a window, man. Those things are old things, man. This,
You may say they are old
Wanna
things, but at
press,
least they're not
bitch.
carbon fiber because let's be honest, the cars that people drive these
Yeah.
days are literally carbon fiber. 110 nje. Umntana wangena nje wayishayisa hayi usuthishapha kakhulu ya dimple.
Potoile. Eish.
Your car now has a dimple. That's
Yeah.
the unfortunate part that, you know, as we grow older and as generations also change, the cars and the quality of materials fade. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Most of the things are carbon fiber. Like your brother, carbon fiber. Let tap away and no. I said let tap away.
Eish. That's true, man.
I
That's
will
true.
put too much. Yeah, man.
Quality now it's being degraded. Shem.
Yeah, it's now quantity. We
Yeah.
don't have quality. Now we
Yeah.
buy quantity because it's now a need.
Yeah.
Now instead of making sure that it's also quality approved.
Yeah.
It's no longer quality approved. They just make things for the sake that we have more people wanting it. Like,
Yeah.
what happened to quality? Can we please bring back quality products?
Yeah. So when it comes to cars, do make sure that you do not go anywhere because Tumza is going to be here sharing more of what you need to know. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. But right now, let us take a short break because as promised that we are going to be keeping you updated with the weather that is going up and down right there outside. So let us take a short break and then when we come back, we're going to get deep into what we have today in history, celebrity birthdays and our word of today. So do not go anywhere. 15 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic start to the day. Located in the heart of Johannesburg is Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are streaming live. And if you want to connect with us on our social media platforms, we are Vooka Breakfast Show on each and every social media platform. And on X, you can just punch in at Vooka Daily. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook. Leave down your comment right there. Mavuka Amatle, hashtag the Vooka Nation. Are you awake? Mcheleni khona lapho and say hashtag Sivuki. You know that it is the Friday mode, man, and the Friday does not, when it comes to bringing you all the surprises and the energetic vibes, we've got you right here. And I'm going to tell you about the guest that we are going to be having, more information so that you can, have that foundation and the basis of asking them questions. So Uluyanda Bongumusa Kanyile, known as Luyanda KB, is a South African hip-hop R&B multi-talented songwriter, artist and performer, born 1999 December 30 in Newcastle, yet spent most of his teenage years in Durban. The love for making music sprang in 2014 working with a group called West Behavior. That is the one and only our artist who is going to be joining here. And then our fashion designer Themba William Khatebe. Meet Themba William, founder of Modern Mbadada, a luxury streetwear brand that started in 2020 at Maboneng, Johannesburg. Right in the city of Johannesburg, dreams are stitched together, made with love by South Africans that believe in dreams come true. Right? These are the people that you're going to be having conversations with. So you do not want to miss that. And speaking of not missing anything, stay tuned because we're going to be giving away last 2 tickets of Thandiswa Mazwai's performance and live concert on the 27th of April, also known as Freedom Day. The question is, what are you doing on your Freedom Day? Because yes, man, a lot of things will be happening. And speaking of things that are happening, I promised you that we're going to be going through what happened in history. Let me not waste your time because, man, some of the people, they didn't do history in school. But no, don't worry. The Vooka Breakfast Show and the Vooka team is here for you just to let you know, man, of the things that made significant memories that we can always revisit as human beings and embrace. Right? On the first one, when it comes to today in history, the Flint water crisis begins. Right? In 2014, Flint, Michigan switched its water supply to the Flint River, unknowingly exposing residents to lead contaminated water and sparking a major public health crisis. Complaints about the water quality began almost immediately with reports of E. coli and dangerous lead levels emerging soon after. Although the water source was reverted in 2015, the damage was irreversible, leaving residents reliant on bottled water for years. The crisis, marked by lawsuits and criminal charges, has had a long-lasting impact, with mistrust and infrastructure repairs continuing even today. On the next one, a father is exonerated after 21 years. James Richardson was wrongfully convicted in 1967 for poisoning his 7 children with pesticide-laced food. Based on the fabricated testimony, withheld evidence, and prosecutorial misconduct, neighbor Betsy Reese later revealed to have a violent history and confessed to the crime. With uninvestigated, Richardson spent 21 years in prison until his release in 1989, after Special Prosecutor Jane Reno uncovered the miscarriage of justice, prompting further investigation into prosecution's actions, man. Oh, that is awful. That is awful. And then moving on to the last one. The Barclays Bank in South Africa changed its name to First National Bank of the Southern Africa. Today, the FNB that we know before, when it started, it was named Barclays Bank. Barclays Bank SA did change its name to First National Bank of Southern Africa in 1987. This happened due to the disinvestment campaign and protest against Barclays involvement in South Africa apartheid policies. Following the name change, FNB became a wholly South African owned and controlled entity. So, if you happen to know some of these historical moments that took place back then, please let me know right there in the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and tell us that, hey yo Mo, when the FNB was changed, that's the day I was born. Just let us know. Oh, you can send your voice note on 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. Now, obviously, we know that we always count the numbers that we are into the year. Today, the number of the days that we are into the year, today is the 115th day of the year. And then when we include leap year, we are 116th in leap year. In leap year, it's 116th day. And then we are left with 250 days till we hit December 2025. And then we head on to 2026. So the weeks remaining on this year, we are remaining with 35 weeks. Interesting things. Spend every day like it is your last day. That's the most awful motivation you can ever get from someone. And speaking of motivation and the days that we are celebrating here, we know that we are celebrating celebrity birthdays. And who do we have here? Are people that you might know, are people that maybe you grew up watching on your screens, listening to their music and their political activists. You will never know. Footballers, we have them right here and we celebrate their birthdays with us here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And if it happens that you are also growing up, or your friend, your partner, your family member, your sibling is growing up, let us help you to celebrate their birthday. Just send a shout out right there on the comment section on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook, or send us call us right here in the studio. The first one is Daniel Shaman. Born, birth year, April 25, 1986. Aged 39 years old. Interesting fact about Daniel Shaman. His unusual photographic memory, specifically related to maps and capitals. He claims to know all the capitals of the world, which he attributes to a very specific and odd memory skill. Ooh, I wish I can be this guy. Daniel Shaman, an English actor from Hackney, London, began his career in theatre with Royal Shakespeare Company as a child. He later transitioned to television and filming, gaining recognition for roles in Teen Wolf, the original, Fear the Walking Dead, and Netflix Cursed. Among others, Shaman also starred in Medici, the Magnificent as Lorenzo di Medici, and played Ares in fantasy films Immortals. With a solid theatrical foundation, he continues to build an impressive and versatile career in entertainment. Happy birthday, Mr. Shaman, man. I hope I can have that odd memory skill of yours, man. It's nice, but happy birthday. And then on the next birthday list, we have Johan Cruyff, or Cruyff. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Birth year, April 25, 1947. He was born. And in March 24, 2026, that's where we lost him. He passed away at the age of 68. And if you do not know him, interesting fact about Mr. Johan, he won numerous honors, including European Footballer of the Year in 1971, 1973, and 1974. Commonly known as Johan Cruyff, Dutch Johan Cruyff was a Dutch professional football player and manager, regarded as one of the greatest players in history and as the greatest Dutch footballer ever. He won the Ballon d'Or 3 times, 1971, 1973, 1974. Cruyff was a proponent of the football philosophy known as the total football development by Rinus Michels, which Cruyff also employed as a manager. Because of the far-reaching impact of his playing styles and his coaching ideas, he is widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern football, and he is also regarded as one of the greatest managers of all time. Because we are celebrating managers' birthdays, the next one we have here is interesting. The one and only local coach, one of the best, Mr. Mangoba Mngqithi. He is growing up today, man. Interesting, man.
Happy birthday to the legend,
me
man.
too.
Happy birthday to the legend. And Aros is doing quite well. eh? Aros is doing quite well. It shows good he comes from the best.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Taught him so well.
Yeah, was part of the three managers in Sundowns that have won so many titles. Mr. Mangoba Mngqithi's, career is reputable. So birthday was, of course, today, 25th of April 1974. He's turning 54 years old.
Happy birthday, coach.
Yeah, interesting fact. If you don't know about Mr. Mangoba Mngqithi, he is a former school teacher who transitioned into a successful football coach. Mangoba Mngqithi, a South African soccer coach and a former school teacher, has managed several clubs in the Premiership, including a notable tenure at Mamelodi Sundowns starting in 2013. He served as joint and later became a sole head coach in July 2024. Despite his achievements, he was dismissed by Sundowns last year, December 2024, following a challenging start to the season. Happy birthday, coach. And then the last one that I have right here is Frans van Wyk. Born today in 1995, turning 30 years old. Interesting fact about him, he regularly plays as a prop. This South African rugby union player, primarily a prop, has represented teams like the Lions in Super Rugby and Golden Lions in Currie Cup. After excelling in high school competition, he joined Western Province Rugby Institute and Western Province Under-19, winning the 2014 Under-19 Provincial Championship. He made his first class debut in 2015 and played for South Africa's Under-20 squad at the World Rugby Championship, helping the team secure a third place. Yeah.
Today is Al Pacino's birthday.
Al Pacino.
He's turning 84.
Wow.
I
Wow.
can't believe it. Al Pacino's turning 84, bro. Can't you watch this famous movie where it comes with guns blazing?
Hey, Al Pacino.
No,
Just
man.
Al
There's
Pacino, man.
there's a famous movie of Al Pacino, man. He's acting like the Godfather, man.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, and he comes out, oh my God.
Oh.
The Godfather.
We've never watched it.
I know when a man ngiyabonakala nje ukuthi awuyazi no Godfather yini.
Hunters.
No.
There's Hunters, Angels in America. Well, with Al Pacino, man.
It is what it is, eh?
Yeah. So happy birthday, man. If you want to
Scarface. Yeah, that's the movie.
Scarface.
No, it's such a man man. Angifuni kuluma. You still have crickets in your head. It shows.
It is what it is,
Yeah, I
man.
know, it's
a crime,
fine.
mangamaz.
No, it's not a crime.
Oh, no. Fair.
Mdala lo muntu. Yes, how old is he turning?
84.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
75 years.
Yo. Wow. But yeah, to anyone who's growing up today, a happy birthday to you guys. Enjoy your day ahead of you.
Happy birthday.
Yay. Hip hip. Yes, of course, I have that beautiful day ahead of you. And then I have a Simamikala and a hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning. Hashtag Sivugile. Happy Friday, Vooka Nation. Yeah, man. Speaking of starting a Friday on a high note, we know that we always practice what we call word of the day, man. We need those words so that we can improve our everyday, vocabulary. Even though I don't partake in those things. When I say prestigious. And then it's prestigious, Mo. It's prestigious.
Prestigious, mom.
That hotel is prestigious, and I would like to visit. Yeah, man. The only language that matters in the world is money.
Okay, now you agree. Okay.
No, it's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. But yeah, man. For today, the April 25th, our word of the day is vestige. Vestige. Vestige.
Guys, why can't we find simple names, man?
We will. I think there are people. Yeah. Vestige.
Sounds like a Brazilian name, but it's okay.
So vestige is spelled as follow. It's Vestige. Vestige.
Prestige.
Spelled as follows: Vestige. So, what is the definition of vestige? Vestige derives from the Latin vestigium, meaning footprint. It's something left behind, often used to emphasize a small amount, like saying someone didn't show even a vestige of remorse. Right? So vestige derives from Latin vestigium, meaning footprint. It's something left behind, often used to emphasize a small amount, like saying someone didn't show even a vestige of remorse. So something that is left behind, right? It can be anything good, it can be anything bad. So how you're gonna use the name is, how you're gonna replace that thing is to use the name vestige.
Something that is left behind.
Yeah, let's get another example. So they say here, the robber didn't show even a vestige of remorse after he was caught. That means the guy did bad things, and when he was caught, he did not show any vestige remorse. You know, that little nyana remorse, he did not leave it. So that's what vestige means, right? So the robber didn't show even a vestige of remorse after he was caught. Something that is left behind, whether bad or good. Yeah. Some of the people, yes, they act, you know, like they act in a manner of, when you look at the situation, you might say, yes, the situation led to people not becoming vestigious. I don't know if there is vestigious, the past tense of vestigious. Right? But it is a footprint. It's something that is left behind, often used to emphasize a small amount of things. Eish, I drank that Coke, but I left vestige amount of the Coke right there. Right? Vestige.
Yeah. So
that is our
am I
word of the
correct
day.
If
man.
I say the vestige moments were left at the Rand show.
Yeah, man. One thing about you, you're so smart, bro. I don't know if they've ever told you.
loyal.
You smart, you loyal.
You
right?
loyal.
But that is our word of the day, just to tell us how you will use and how can you use that word of the day, just to make sure that your day-to-day vocabulary is improved. But right now, it's 2 minutes past the 8, and as promised, Itu is going to be coming here with that automobile blog right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So do not go anywhere. Let us take a short break, and here is your weather update. 5 minutes past 8 and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. All you need to do and connect with us is to type Vooka Breakfast Show on YouTube, Facebook, and all social media platforms. This is your energetic starter to the day. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, it is Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are streaming live. And as promised before the break, we said we're going to be bringing you everything automobile. And speaking of that, joining us here is the one and only Itumeleng Diale. A very good morning, my good friend. How are you, man?
Very good morning, Mr. Mo.
Yeah.
Very good morning, Mr.
Good
Maningi.
morning.
Yeah, man. Good to have you here. It's been a long
to
time.
Vooka Amahle and all our other viewers. Please join the movement.
Yeah.
Vooka Amahle, Sivugile.
Yeah, speaking of joining the movement, we have Refila Rasekhanso on YouTube at hashtag Amavuga Amahle, hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag It's a Friday, happy mood. Right, yeah, man. Speaking of a happy mood, we know when people speak about cars, they get on a happy mood. But now we need that information. So when you start talking about cars, there are a lot of features that we get into. And you were here, weeks back in the weeks.
You guys
it's been
keep
a long
on
time.
having guests here. And now you're pushing me back.
Yeah, so you're like, you know what? We have to have you in the morning because a lot of people, they come in here, they drive. So it is very important to have this conversation as early as we can. But for today, man, just walk us through what do we have and what should people expect?
Yeah, thank you for the platform, Mr. Mo. So, as you said, Guti, we've been having this conversation for the past couple of weeks. And yes, we do understand, Guti, there's been a few weeks whereby we did not come in. But that is sorted now. So throughout the past shows, we were looking at the series of the partnership between Suzuki and Toyota, right? So we've covered your subcompact hatchbacks, your 1 liters, Abu, Suzuki Celerio, and Toyota Vets.
Yeah.
So today we are looking at the compact hatchbacks, which is your Toyota Starlet and your Suzuki Baleno.
Yeah.
Right. So as we all know, Guti, these vehicles that we feature in this series are practically identical. So we're just gonna highlight the distinct features and what you get for each model, right? And then at the end of the show, you guys, the viewers, may decide, Guti, between the two twins, which one do you better prefer? Right? So without any further ado, let's get into it, Mr. Mo. For today, we featuring as I said, Toyota Starlet and Suzuki Baleno.
Yeah.
So both cars are 5-door hatchbacks, and they are powered by a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder petrol engine, mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox, which gives you a full consumption of 5.4 liters per 100 kilometer. And the engine itself produces 77 kilowatts and 138 Newton meters of torque. So with that, you'll likely get around the city without any hassle or lack of power. Because 1.5 liter engines are rated to be one of the best engines in the Toyota and Suzuki partnership. It ranges all over across maybe like multiple cars. Because you get the 1.5 in your hatchbacks and you get the 1.5 in your cross SUVs. So if a 1.5 liter engine can be installed in a SUV vehicle, so you get the idea of the power the engine has and the potential it has. Because now SUVs are bigger cars and they require more more power to get the car moving. So with the 1.5 liter, it's not a bad combination. Okay. So on the exterior of the vehicle, you'll see that the car has a touch of chrome on the grills, and then you also get that option on the door handles. And then the lower trim models of the vehicles have 14-inch alloy wheels, where else you get the 14-inch steel wheels, and then you get the 16-inch alloy wheels with the higher trim levels. All right. So and then it's a 5-door hatchback. It's easy to see. It's not a coupe. It's not a coupe hatch. It's just a full-blown hatchback. And then as you enter into the interior, you get welcomed by a leather-covered steering wheel that has a full steering wheel controls that allow you to be able to have your hands-free steering wheel and use your phone while you whilst you don't get your hands off the steering wheel, and then you also have your cruise control and also your audio control via steering. So Manji, when you're driving, you don't have any reason to get your hands and eyes off the road.
Yeah.
Because Manji, everything is just
right there on the
done here.
steering.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. And then it also has a 7-inch infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto ready.
Yeah.
But then for the higher trims, you get an option of the 9-inch, which is a bit bigger than the 7-inch.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then you also have your front and rear electric windows. You get your electric adjustable side mirrors. And then you also have an automatic climate control, which was a wow for me because I never knew you can have like a automatic climate control.
Yeah.
But for us, man, when you enter a car, especially on like winter season,
yeah,
you would like to have like an optimal temperature. So with automatic, you get in there, you set your desired or your preferred temperature, and then the automatic climate control will do its things in ensuring that the temperature remains at the preferred or desired level. So, for example, if you want maybe 15 degrees Celsius, you can just put it down the dialogue, and then it's gonna adjust the air, increase the heat, cool down accordingly. So you don't have to busy turning it off and turning it on. So it just takes out that hassle. So big ups to that. Kudos to Suzuki and Toyota for implementing that on such a car. Because I think this thing comes in on your low trim spec, if I'm not mistaken. So it is quite a feature, something to look out for. It gets the vehicles to stand out because climate control is a necessity. You see, we are dealing with harsh weather lately. It gets extremely cold. It gets extremely hot. So having that as a plus is definitely a plus. And then still on the interior. So we covered what? We covered the rear. What else?
There's a lot, man.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's also rear vents and front vents for the vehicle. So some of the things that I have not checked out, you are welcome to do an in-depth research on the vehicle because now we have time and we have to stay on it. And then on the safety and security. So the motor vehicle comes in standard with immobilizer and the alarm, security alarm. And then that's a security, right? It also has central locking, right? And then for safety, it comes in standard with your ABS, which is your anti-lock braking system, and then EBD, which is your electric brake force distributor. And then also comes in with 2 front airbags, which is... It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not like you're driving a 1989 Toyota Corolla whereby you don't get that in here. So you have safety, you have cushion in case you get into an accident. Then you won't be hitting against the car or suffering from the impact. And then we also have Batinama. Child ISO fix. They're like child seat mounts. Anchors. So if you have a child or you'll be traveling with a child, then you know that your child seat is covered in that matter. All right. That's it for safety. And then you also have brake assist. So for us new drivers, I know there's a lot of us out there, or not new, but like not well experienced. Mafundane. So with a mafundane, usually in a case of an emergency, or maybe like you're trying to avoid the accident, we usually slam on the brakes. So if you do that too hard, you might scratch the tires. I think I've touched in on that. So with this brake assist, it helps you, Martin. It balances the brake force according to the speed of the car. But you don't need to brake at 60% if you're only driving at about 40 kilometers an hour. So it's gonna adjust it for you, even though you slam on hard. But because of its technology, you won't feel the screech or the hard braking
wow.
as it does the
Yeah.
adjusting for you.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it for safety and security. And then let's get into the pricing, man.
Yeah.
So for the 2025 Toyota Starlet, you're looking at a shy of 258,000 rands, which is, I'd say, affordable.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair
enough.
for the category of the vehicle. Yeah, because you get some cars that go like 300 and something K, but they offer more or less the same specs.
Yeah.
So 258 is not bad. And then for 258, you're looking to pay. Let me see. Oh yeah, you're looking to pay 3,587 per month over a 72-month period. And then in terms of insurance with that, it goes from like it's full comprehensive insurance.
Yeah.
It ranges between 768 and 1.8 thousand. So it depends on the driver profile. The more experienced you are, the less premiums you pay.
Yeah.
But then for Abu Mafundane, you gotta bump the cheese up. You know? Yeah. And then when it comes to service and warranty for the Toyota Starlet, it comes in standard with the 3-year, 45,000 kilometer service intervals.
Yeah.
So that means you gonna service the car 3 times.
Yeah.
At 45,000 kilometers. So yeah, it's 45, 90, 135.
Nice.
If
nice.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Nice.
And then in terms of warranty, it has a 100,000 kilometer warranty or 3-year kilometer, 3-year warranty. It depends which comes first. It's either you drive it more,
Yeah.
you reach the 100 kilometers and then that's it, or you can have a 3-year you can drive it for 3 years with the thought in mind that this car is under warranty. So we like, if you buy this car, Mr.
Yeah.
Mo,
Yeah.
we assure you that you're gonna drive it for 3 years without
years,
having
yeah.
any
Any
issues.
problems, yeah.
And then if ever
Or
it is a
the-
minute. So if anything happens within the 3 years, and then you are we are happy to exchange the car for you.
Okay.
Car's brand new, drive there. So if you be careful, 58 plus 1.8 maximum for insurance. Yeah. Right, and then for the Suzuki Baleno, you are looking at 260K. So it's like 2,000
Difference.
difference
Yeah.
between the two vehicles. But then with the Suzuki Baleno, let me just check here. Okay, so you are likely to pay 3.6 thousand every month for 72 months, and then your insurance premium starts from 800
Yeah.
to 2,200. Yeah, so it's different from 1.8. Yeah, well, and then with that, yeah, you are covered. It's a full comprehensive insurance. You can check it out also on Hippo. Yeah, that's where we got it.
Yeah.
And then for our service plan and warranty, so the Suzuki is more. It's a better offer in this case.
Yeah.
Because now Suzuki offers you 4-year service plan at 60,000 intervals, in 60,000 kilometer intervals. So that means you're gonna service your car 4 times at 60,000. So it's like in 240 Ks. That's where it ends.
Yeah.
But like you would have gotten maybe like a proper drive, or
I feel to it.
Yeah, you would have
Yeah,
used it.
yeah,
And so if you'd like maybe to increase the service plan, then you start paying. Yeah. And then in terms of your warranty, they have a 5-year, 200,000 kilometers warranty. So instead of 3 years from Toyota, you get 5 years.
Yeah.
With Suzuki, which is a better value for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they ask, man, in terms of being family friendly and a traveling vehicle, is it these two cars, do they fall in that category, family friendly and we can travel all of the distances in South Africa, or
Yeah.
short distance vehicle?
Short question, yes. But let's get into detail. As I said earlier on, Uguti, whether you are a lone driver or you travel with your family and you have toddlers or infants,
Yeah.
the car caters for all that.
Yeah.
As I said, Uguti, it also features ISOFIX
Yeah.
child anchors.
Yeah.
So child seat anchors. So if you have a child and you need to travel with them, as long as you have your car seat, you just mount it in there and then you're good to go. And then as the engine it's 1.5, right? So you get good range, man, without any need to stop let the engine breathe. Because you cannot expect to travel from here to, let's say, Cape Town with a 1 liter engine. Obviously, you're going to have to do a couple of stops along the way and keep on cooling it down with some water. But then with a good sized engine, I'll say good size because from 1.5 Vooka Zulu, that's where we can say it's good size. Because for smaller engines, they're likely to be used for city driving. But then for long distances, 1.5 liter is not bad. So I hope that answers your question, Mr. Mo.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the intelligent technology of the cars, do they specify if this one is the new gen or it's the old generation? So in terms of that, do they specify, and if they do, where are we with the technology of the car?
So for these particular models we are discussing today, these are facelifts. So the hatchback came in in 2022. So it was using a 1.4 liter engine, and then because of some noises from the engine and some discrepancies, the engineers decided, I think on the facelift, we'll just refine a few things, and that included changing from the 1.4 liter engine to the 1.5 liter engine. So you get like the best value for your buck here because it features, I'd say, the latest tech you can find. The brake assist, the ESP, the APS, the EPD. Like nothing, it's a full house, man. It's a full house, and like you're not left back or you're not left in time. You are ahead of time. So it's a technology wise, it's well spec'd. Electric mirrors, electric windows, no winding, no manual adjust.
Suspension, how good is it? Because Tina siya tuta fit. Drop.
Suspension is good.
Drop.
No, not on a not on a hatchback, Mr. Moon. I mean, like if you phone drop on a hatchback, you're killing your car. So what I understand is that these vehicles use a McPherson strut. So it's from what I know, it is a well. It's a good rounded up suspension. It provides a nice feel, comfortable drivability. You don't get the harsh feel of the road. It's comfortable. It's safe. It's firm. So you get that. But in terms of towing, drop on a hedge. Take out that extra money and buy and get the transport, my guy. It's not worth destroying your car. It's not tooty. Let's get let's go from there.
Yeah, man, Stooms are so much informative, and I hope that whoever is watching right there from home, man, they will take into consideration some of the things that you have mentioned, because that people buy cars in terms of what the market offers and influence, of course, Influence. So lastly, do you have anything lastly you want to share about the cars or what people should expect in general?
So I think we've reached the half or maybe almost the final mark of the series. But the next week we're just going to offer one more review or one more comparison between the Suzuki and Toyota partnership, and then from there onwards, we're gonna move to some vehicles. We have new cars coming in. Chinese industries coming in with a lot of electric vehicles that are well spec'd. So we are going on forward. That's what our viewers can look up to, and then it's gonna be a challenge. I've never done a review on an electric car, so looking forward to it. So you guys do your research, get your questions. When we come here, I wanna feel like I'm in a class, and you guys are. am I?
And I just want you to also touch on this, new Chinese manufacturer, the BYD cars. I don't know
BYD.
if you've seen. You need to touch on that because now they're replacing all of those X6 and the Mercedes AMG 4MATIC things. So. We need to speak about them coming into the market and showing us what they have.
What I can tell you, Mr. Mo, is that the influx of these new Chinese electric brands like Zning, I've seen your Beijing, there's your BIT,
Skomota,
there's your Omoda, Skomota, So there's a lot of cars. It's gonna take a while for us to cover, say, most of them. But if that's a challenge for us to do, let's take it head on. Yeah.
Because we take you as an expert on this one, let's choose Toyota Starlet or the Suzuki Baleno. Let him start.
I don't wanna. I'd like to hear from what you guys. Because if me, you're saying I'm an expert, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna pick,
we want to pick what you pick.
I don't want that to happen. I want you guys to pick according to what you think is better for you.
Yeah.
And then I will then give in my opinion.
Okay, Maningi, start.
According to the information, according to the information that Utumza has provided, I'd go with the Toyota, bra.
Toyota, yeah.
Why Toyota, Mr. Maningi?
Tank yakona and service yakona.
Yeah.
Sharp, yeah.
I mean, Nami, I would go for Toyota, man. You know, because I mean, everyone speaks of, because Mina, the Toyota came from influence from my dad. Like, Toyota is good, it's good.
It is good.
Whatever Toyota it is, you know, it's good, man. Also with the braking system, because we know, man, we've got our money in strategy, we don't know how to drive. So we need to make sure we brake as quickly as we can, man. With the ventilated disc, we are going in, fit. So man, with the Toyota Starlet, man, I think I will choose it. I'll choose it, and I'll also, you know, encourage people out there to go for Toyota Starlet, but based on what you want yourself.
True. I for me, I understand the thing, brand loyalty and influence, and petrol tax, but I fit, you know. It's cutting someone. I mean, it's your own. That's why I wanted to give you guys a platform to choose first. So that whatever it is that you decide is not influenced by me. But then if you feel good, maybe I'll ketanga gasli. There's still a chance for you to. Fair. You know,
shooters getanga guys.
I'm
Baleno. Suzuki Baleno is what I'm going with again.
I mean, Zafana, right? Zafana le motos too, but Suzuki Baleno, we must not forget the warranty and the service plan. It takes the cap.
That's good.
So obviously, I don't wanna buy a car and then have to worry about servicing it. So if I'm gonna get an option, they can service the car for me on the long run, and I have a warranty plan that's gonna cover me on the long run, then that's why Suzuki will take the car for me. So to answer your question, Suzuki Baleno.
Suzuki, we lost them, fan. As losing, as next boy. We still need more information. You still need to teach us right there on the automotive blocker.
Keep having
man,
me.
thank you so much, man, for spending your time and taking your time to come here and share us everything that has to do with the cars. Today we're doing Suzuki Baleno and the Toyota Starlet. Right. So we'll be looking for more again next week. And we can't wait, for you to come and join us right here.
Can't wait to come back again, Mr. Mo.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. That was Itumeling Diale right here on the automotive blog right here. The time right now is 8:30, and what we're gonna do right now is to take a short break, and then our first guest is right here in the studio. Bongumusa Luyanda Kanyile, aka Luyanda KP. An artist, hip-hop artist, songwriter, and performer will be right here and sharing so much of his journey in the music industry. So do not go anywhere. Don't move. This is the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes.
Moketsi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.
photographic memory. Yes.
Wow.
You wish it was you.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.
All right, Vooka Nation, as promised to get you hyped up with that Friday mode. He is here. Before the break, I told you that we're going to be having this esteemed guest of ours who is an artist. So just help me to welcome him, the one and only Luyanda KB. Yeah, man, exactly. You know that when it comes to artists and bringing music right here on the block, and especially in South Africa as a whole, music plays a significant role in our lives. And it's people like him who make it significant and spread that message through, writing or maybe singing out loud, talking with different people and making those stories. So Luyanda KP is right here with me in the studio, and you're still watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Please, if you want to connect with us, all you need to do is to use the hashtag of Vooka Breakfast Show on the comment section. If you want to call in or send a voice note, the number to do that is 060-493-3226. My brother,
yes, sir.
Welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. How are you doing this morning, Vito?
I'm good, and you?
Vito, I'm good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy that you're here because one thing about having a conversation with the artist, I have to tell you, Guti, your story is always amazing and uplifting, to everyone who's watching and also to the community. You have been in the space of music, and obviously one needs to know, how did you get into that and how did it come about? So please walk us through that, man.
Oh, okay, man. First of all, it's very cold in Johannesburg. It's super cold, but I'm glad to be here to Vooka FM. Okay, Luyanda KB is an artist. I was born in Newcastle, grew up in Durban. Started this journey 2013.
Yeah.
Like we had a group, we call ourselves Worst Behaviors. That time I was like 14 years old. So that's when my journey started, actually. Yeah. But it started way back because before singing, I was dancing, 2009. So I was influenced by Michael Jackson, Usher, So that's how I built myself as Luyanda KB right now. Yes, since 2009 and 2013, I formed a group. We call ourselves Worst Behaviors. So 2016, that's when I started my solo career. Yes.
But now, man, hearing those interesting things, you guys calling yourself worst behaviors, is it like worst or the West, W-E-S?
It's West, W-E-S, yes,
Oh.
because we stay in the West side.
Yeah. That's what I want to understand, because when you say worst behavior, all we think is just, things that are outside of what we do. But it is very interesting to also hear the influence that you had, from your Chris Brown and Michael Jackson, right?
Yes.
So now, before, is it something that you always wanted to do, or was it an influence by guys? Maybe you saw your friend rapping, like, you know what, I want to do this, or it was something that was deeply rooted in your heart?
All I can say is this thing, it's running through my vein, because before me, it was my grandfather. He was an artist himself. He used to play guitar, what. I've never met him. But my mom should tell me about him, and so fell in love with music. It's just me listening to music, to Usher, like Michael Jackson, Casper Nyovest.
Nice.
Yes, so that's Mendoza that time. That's how I fell in love with music, and then I was like, I want to be like this. I want to be a superstar. I want to be like Chris Brown. I want to be like Bow Wow. Yes.
So now let's talk genre, man, because a lot of questions that people ask is since we have the new, amapiano, there's R&B, you're doing hip hop and R&B.
Yes.
So now walk us through, man. Why not jazz? Why not rock music?
Nah, I felt like jazz is like the old type of people, like old school, Nah. I do love jazz. I do listen to jazz.
Yeah.
I feel like I will do that when I'm like my 50. When I'm like my 50, 40, that's when I'll just get into jazz. But for now, I just love hip hop and R&B music. Yes, and then my piano also. I want to do that also. I don't have a song yet, but soon I will be having.
You want to dive deep into because you know that right now in the space we are seeing amapiano is making and is pushing the movement of these young artists coming into the game, right? So in terms of being an artist, we know that you guys have a lot of challenges, and it's those challenges that there might be a young person or an upcoming artist or an aspiring upcoming artist who want to be where you are and do the music that you do. So they want to know about the challenges so that they can learn from you. So just walk us through the challenges that you have had, in being an artist in general.
Since the day of birth, 1999, I felt like that was my first challenge that I had in life, because I lost my twin. So I lost my twin brother. Growing up, my mom used to tell me that, hey, you had a twin, what. So, and then also in school, I was in like sharp in school. I was like, it's like a slow learner, you can call it like that, So I'm glad that God gave me this talent, because without music, I was playing soccer, I was dancing, acting, singing, rapping, So me growing up, I was like entertainment. It was just a part of my life, So like what I said in school, I couldn't make it in school. So I sat down with my parents. My dad told me that, Leander, hey, leave school, man. Leave school, boy, because school is not for me. Hey, that time I had a tough time, because it's not like in school I was like a trouble boy, Teachers, they used to love me. I used to respect my teachers. I've never been late in school. I was always present in school, It's just like school never loved me, So that was my first challenge that I had, Okay, obviously I started working at the age of 17, working at the factory company, at the early young age, So, me facing all these challenges, this struggle, and also my music, it's not going the way that I want to, No one is supporting me when it's coming to my music. It was a challenge. It was a challenge. So I had an opportunity to come to Joburg. I came to Joburg. I think it was 2022. It was a tough time. I hustle the way that I used to hustle. There was a friend of mine, his name called Broski. He told me that, hey bro, come to Johannesburg. I can hook you in. I've never met this guy. We only like chat on Instagram. He said, no, I must come in. We can, So, I went back to Durban. I couldn't make it to Josie. I went back to Durban to work. So another challenge that I faced, it was actually this year, on March, with my first interview with Raisin Nation Records, and with them we had another meeting with Sony Entertainment. So our first meeting, I got admitted at the hospital. I had kidney problems. Yes, that was another challenge that I had. I was at the hospital for like 4 months, and then imagine now I'm having these opportunities, and now I'm at the hospital. It's such a trauma. It's a trauma. So, okay, fine. They told me that I know, Leander, if you get discharged, just tell us. We plan another meeting, and then we can, we planned, and then they said, I know, come.
Yeah.
Oh, on my way coming here, I made a horrible mistake. At Montrose, halfway to Durban to Johannesburg.
Yeah.
There was this old guy came to me, Madala, like age of like 60s, came to me like, hey, the bus left me, I'm going to Johannesburg. Can you please give me a lift, my son? Can you please give me a lift? Hey, I felt so sad,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I'll give you a lift, And then coming here, I thought like he's giving me he's giving me money or something. There in Heidelberg, and then he pointed me with a gun.
Wow.
And then 3 cars came and jammed me at the front, at the back, at the side. They jammed me, and then they kicked me. They made me to withdraw all my money in my account. They took my car. They took me to the bushes. They stripped me like half naked. Yeah, that's another challenge that I faced.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that with God, I got my car back.
Yeah.
Thanks for Car Track.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Thanks those are good news. Those are good news.
Thanks for Car Track. I always tell the guys that, hey guys, if you have a car, first thing that you Car Track, yes, man. So that was a challenge.
Oh man, so much we have heard from you, and of course maybe when somebody is watching, they are learning and they're seeing some of the things that you went through. But for now, we're just going to hold it right there, because when you come back from the break, you're going to tell us about the solutions now, of you overcoming those challenges. So right now, guys, we're still with him, Luyanda KP, South African hip hop and R&B artist, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. If you have any questions, do make sure to post them right there on the comment section. Right now, let us take a short break, and then when we come back, we will continue with the interview.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Sandton. This is right next to Zondi Hills, and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here. My name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working my TC Shabalala Wakabazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Panel Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
We are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
Once we've got TC Mazibugo with the traffic update. Right now we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information. So looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school, right? We're gonna give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast Show.
Hey family.
Hi.
My name is TC Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketu
on the
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you, and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now, I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
sound. Boom mic. All right, still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Welcome back. Before the break, we're still in conversation with Luyanda, KP, and hip-hop artist and also an R&B artist. We were speaking about, the conversation about him having the challenges of coming from Durban to here in Johannesburg, and he went through those challenges as he was telling us. And if you wanted to know more, you can just rewind back and just to get, hear those sensitive moments that he had went through. So you have went through those challenges. Now walk me through the solution. What makes you to not give up? You have been hijacked. You have been, in serious challenges where you were also admitted in the hospital. What makes you to not give up and continue with your music journey?
When you're hungry.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, you will fight. You will fight for. Okay, thank you. When you're hungry, man, you'll fight for your success.
Yeah.
No one will stop you. No one will do anything to tempt you.
Yeah.
So give up, Leander, just give up, just go look for a job, and then So I've been wanting this since when I was young. So I can't give up now.
Yeah.
I can't give up now. I want to fight this until I die. So I want to leave a mark in this world that hey, this Leander KB who went through and through.
Yeah.
Now look where he is now. So the solution that made me to be where I am, I've never given up. That's the only thing I always tell the people: never give up.
Yeah.
And you mustn't complain also. There's a saying that if you complain, you'll remain, but if you praise, you'll be raised.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm a spiritual person. My dad is also a pastor. So my dad also played a big role when it comes to my life.
Yeah.
For me not giving up with my life, Yeah. So that's what I can tell the people out there, that don't give up. If you want your success, you gotta fight for it. God won't help you. You need to help yourself first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, beautiful and profound words, man. And I can attest that to whoever's watching right now, they're going to be using those words and applying them to their only life that they have, because we know that we encounter so many challenges that lead us to giving up, to chasing that dream that we have. But now after those challenges, you don't give up. Those beautiful messages you give yourself, you keep on going. So tell me now, what's the first song you work on and how did that feel, man?
The first song, the first song?
No, after the challenges that you went through.
After the challenge that I went through. There's a song called We Don't Ride.
We Don't Ride.
Yeah, We Don't Ride.
Yeah.
It's available in all music platform.
Yeah.
That song is about the strong guys, the strong guys, the guys that who had it tough, because it's where on my lines, I like the first line, I'm like, you call yourself a man while holding your mama's purse. You can't call yourself a man while holding your mama's purse. You need to work hard.
Yeah.
You need to work hard. You need to fight for yourself. You can't depend on your family. You can't depend on your family. What if one day you lose your parents? What if you need to fight for yourself?
Yeah, you can't be dependent.
Yeah, you can't be dependent. So on that song, I just sing about that. I was just sing that, and it was a nice experience working with Raisin Nation Records. It's a nice experience working with them, and I felt like God has a beautiful reason why I met up with these guys, because without them I wouldn't be here, and I really thank them for letting me giving me an opportunity to express myself.
Yeah, a big shout out to them, and a big shout out to them, because we need these kind of, positive impact, people who bring positive impact in our lives, so that we cannot forget who we are and the vision and the mission that we have for ourselves. So, you have worked with the likes of Boot Legend, Double D, Villa the Infinity, Samantha, King Nexo, AV, and Marky Trip.
Yes.
Like, walk me through, man, the experience. What did you learn, and how was it working with them?
Okay, with Samantha, she's my sister.
Yeah.
She's the one who taught me how to sing, the vocals, all those things. Because before I used to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And then my sister was like, hey, there are a lot of artists that are rapping. There are a lot of people that are rapping. Why don't you do something different? Especially in South Africa, because I feel like R&B in South Africa is not that much. So I'm trying to build that R&B, hip-hop-ish, type of vibe. So working with my sister, it was a beautiful experience, and especially with Boot Legend. Boot Legend, he's a big artist himself there in Eastern Cape. So it was we made a hit song called you can go and get it in all platform. It's Go Down. And Double D, also the guys that I'm working with in Durban. Yeah, man. Yes. So
interesting.
It was a good experience.
Yeah, interesting to hear those things, because one of the things that I can tell you is it's very nice to hear, when people are in collaboration with other people and they have the positive energy about them. As you know that in the hip hop industry and also in the R&B, there's what we call beef.
True.
Beefs coming up, and now we're hating each other on, you said this and you dissed me and things like that. Have you ever had any beef with any artist?
The only beef that I had, it was way back when I was in a group called ourselves Worst Behaviors. So the only beef that I had, it was me. I didn't know. That time when we used to perform, so the ladies used to scream at me, they used to scream at me, KP. So now the guys will be angry at me, so that's the only beef that I had. The guys getting angry at me, like, you stealing our girlfriends, you singing, you taking our girlfriends. So that's the only beef that
But now handling it, let's speak about handling it. Do you now put more fire on the beef and say, you know what, the girls want me, guys, so what should I do about it? Or you handle it in a different manner?
Nah, I don't entertain them.
Nah,
man, what's the point of me beefing? Beefing is not going to give me income. I'm not going to go anywhere by beefing, So I don't want to waste my time beefing with people or what. If they want to beef me, that's their own thing. I'll do my own music.
Interesting. Now let's talk success stories, man, because we know each and every artist, they have the success story, maybe performing on the biggest stage in South Africa or meeting one of the highest and prominent artists, right? What, story can you share with us that was successful? Maybe you being booked, by someone you didn't know, or anything in general. Do you have any success story that you want to share with us?
With success, okay. I've been performing at Maboneng. I've been performing. It was a nice experience performing there. It was an experience. That was a nice feeling. And also, I've been performing a lot in Durban. There's a lot of places I've been performing. Princess Makoko Stadium, I've been performing there. Artisan, I've been performing there. So, and another big opportunity that I had, it's when I got a job that can help me to push my music. I got an interview with the government hospital. I got a job there. So that was my big successful for me. But until now, I still need more because I feel like I'm not there where I wanted. So me getting the job, it's for me to push myself. So that's the success that I'm.
Yeah, man. Because hearing you saying that you got a job and had to that job helped you with your career-wise, pushing your things in your music.
Yes.
So do you think that is for everyone? And what advice do you have, like, for artists, maybe who is struggling financially, maybe to go to places and meet other artists and collaborate with other people? Do you think it's necessary for them to, have that day-to-day job so that they can fund, their career, or, fund what they want to do? So what advice do you have for them? Should they go for it, or they should be patient and wait for the break?
No, they must go and look for a job.
Yeah.
Day-to-day job. Like, seriously, because music is like an investment.
Yeah.
You need money in order for you to make money.
Yeah.
Like everything, it needs a capital.
Yeah.
When you start a business, you can't say, I want to start a business, and then you sit down not doing anything. You need to get a capital.
Yeah.
So the thing that I will say for the people out there, especially the artists, they must go and get the job. And then when they get that job, they must make sure that they use their money in terms of pushing their music or their career.
Yeah. So I have people watching here, and of course, what they want to know is the message that you give out in your music. We know, man, hip hop people speak about girls, alcohol, drugs. Can you tell us about the message that you put on in your music? What kind of message it is, and why that message?
All my music is to have meaning and a message. Like I said, my dad is a pastor, so my dad told me, hey, you better don't swear, don't. So I was like, Dad, I promise you I'm not going to swear in my songs. I'm not going to. I promise you also, me too, I believe in God, So in my music, it's not about girls swearing, what, it's just a message. Like I'm an R&B artist. I just help a couple. Like whenever you're in love, and then I'll sing for y'all, and then I'm sure that my song is going to heal y'all. Yes. So my music is all about life. It's all about love. It's all about struggle. It's all about challenges. Happiness. Yes.
Yeah, nice man. Because right here we just have a message that I want to read out to people who are watching. A glimpse of knowing Luyanda KB as a whole. Right here it reads, Luyanda KB delivers a strong message of love conquers all, the unshakable love that persists even when subjected to bad influences from outside parties. The love of music reminds him that even during challenging times, the love for music remains unshakable and transcends all the negativity that it faces. Those are profound and beautiful words from the one and only Luyanda KB, joining us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So right now, since we are about to conclude the interview, what are you working on right now, and what should people expect?
People, they must expect an album that will drop next year. And especially there's a movie.
A movie.
Wow. There's a movie that they may expect about myself. Like from day of birth until now.
Wow.
They must
Oh man, I mean, I can't wait for that, man, because what I can tell you is we want to know about the movie. When it comes, you just need to be in contact and just let us know, man, what is happening. It will really be nice, man, to see and talk about it, because right here we do have what we call our movie reviews. So it will be nice to review one of the movies that you guys are having. So in terms of where people can get you when they want to book you and contact you, please share with us, man.
You can just Google Raisin Nation record. Or you can just Google Luyanda KB. You'll get my social media there, my music there on Google, and information to book me.
That was Luyanda KB right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Thank you so much, man, for taking your time and just to be with us here and have a conversation. We hope that next time we're gonna have you and just to tell us about update of your journey, man.
Thank you so much for a breakfast show. Thank you so much for allowing me to come here to experience my my life story.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man, the pleasure is ours. This is your energetic start to the day. And speaking of energetic start to the day, it's still your Friday mode, and I can see some of the comments coming in right there on YouTube. I have Hector Are Sivugile, hashtag Friday morning, Miss Q Rams and morning, happy fringers. Of course, TK90, good morning, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And then Nelson are at Vooka Breakfast Show Vugile today. I will blame it on the weather about what happened. Izolo, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Friday. And then Miss Q coming in and saying, yes, thank you, responding to that comment that she typed, which there was no sound, but we're glad that you guys are on board. And then we have Spelele Khaliba. Good morning at Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Spelele. I work with Nelly and I'm happy to join the family. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Vooka family, Spelele. And we hope that you're going to be joining us throughout the show and throughout the rest of the journey that we're going to have as the Vooka team. And then Khawlatle Cuthbert Marcelo are inspiring. Can't wait for the movie. Yeah, you know,
soon.
Yeah,
Soon,
already
soon,
you have
soon,
people
soon.
who can't wait for the movie and also the album that you're going to be dropping. So definitely we are looking forward to that. Right now, let us let Mr. Luyanda KP, head over and do his work on what he normally does on day-to-day basis. This is the Vooka Breakfast Show. Don't go anywhere, because when you come back, we continue with that Friday mode.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day. Hey family.
Hi.
My name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketumguni
On the Vooka
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, Super Blossom made me. Yes.
Wow.
You wish it was you.
All right, 15 minutes past 9, it is the time. You're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, and that was a wonderful conversation we had with Luyanda KP, R&B and a hip-hop artist. I can see right there Mr. Khawlatle with a comment saying all the best. I hope that you guys learned a lot from that inspiring conversation, man, from the challenges that he had, from, coming here to Johannesburg and now going back, had to face that hijack that he experienced. And it is good to see that some of the people, when it comes to those challenges, they keep on going and they get inspired to chase what it calls their dream. Never give up is one of the things that we learned. I hope that you guys, you have learned about it. So I just want to bring the conversation right here on the table. But before I do that, just to remind people that we're still running the competition, right, of Thandiswa Mazwai. Right, you stand a chance to win a ticket to see Thandiswa Mazwai performing live on stage. So all you need to do is to answer the right answer to the questions that we are going to be giving you. But while we're still warming up those questions, okay, the questions are good. Right, no, I am not getting anything here. So I'm still waiting for the questions. No, okay, I got the questions. Sorry, I got the questions. So yeah, while I'm still preparing the question, I just need, to relax because, hey, someone will come and answer, then I say correct answer, and it's not. So I need to make sure that everything that I do here is on point. As we are left with only 2 tickets, and we promised you guys that we're going to be giving away those tickets right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. All I need you to do is to tune in. So Hector Takalane are all the best to KB, man. All the best.
I see the next Mufasa.
Man.
Because the face is giving me Mufasa, and the dedication that he has, man, it's giving Mufasa vibes,
Yeah. So it's those kind of conversation that have right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and it's nice that people are joining in. Once again, man, let me give Uspelele a very good welcome to the Vooka family. Pelele Kalipa, a very, very good warm welcome. Welcome to the family. I tell you that we will never disappoint you because the content that we have, you would never believe. You will think Sisemi Trend. Can't know. We are right here in the heart of Johannesburg, Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are streaming live. That is where we are bringing you all the magic that you are seeing from wherever you are watching and listening. We bring you everything. But now, guys, as we have said, we are running the competition for Thandiswa Mazwai's live concert. Right? So right now, all I want to do is to display the questions on my screen so that I can get correct answers from the people who are watching. All you need to do is to give us the correct answer. When I tell you that your answer is correct, we are going to be telling you about furthermore details on where to send your details. So let me start with the first question. So the first question is, for that first 700 Rand worth ticket, is what is Thandiswa Mazwai latest album? A. Zabalaza. B. Sankofa. C. Ibokwe.
Oh, Ibokwe, not Ibokwe.
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 Yeah. So all I need is the correct answer.
Thank you. That's all you need, Mo.
That's all I need.
Yes,
don't say Ibokwe.
Yeah.
When you write Bokwe, it's KHWE.
Kwe.
It's not KWE.
I hope my producer said that.
But
wait,
not
can you
all
spell
of
it
us.
again?
Kwe. It's KHWE.
H.
Yeah.
KH.
So if you're watching right now, the question is displayed right there in your picture.
Yeah.
You have the time right now to give me the correct answer. What is Thandiswa Mazwai latest album? A. Zabalaza. B. Sankofa. C. Ibokwe. You can write that correct answer. Or if you want to jump in right now, all you can do is to call us on 0604933226. 0604933226 is the number to dial right now. Right? So I need to go to Facebook and check my comments. Okay, please go on Facebook right there. But Hector, you want a ticket, man. I'm not going to take your answer. Why? Hector, you can't win 2 tickets, man. You are one of our winners.
Hector for everything, my man.
You are one of our winners, man. So okay, Maria has came in and gave the answer. So now all I need to do is my producers will tell me if the answer is correct. That's all they need to do because people are giving in answers here. So Maria says the answer is B. So she's the one who came with the first answer. I don't know what's happening right there on Facebook.
No, on Facebook, I don't have anybody giving an answer so far. I just have comments from Ukoto General at Let's Go, we love Mo.
Yeah.
Ukoto General, Yabuya Futa at Mo is the best presenter.
This guy is in love with Mo.
Let
man.
me read Mo.
Yeah.
But Mo bazokudribula strateni. Ukhotho nalethando lakhe athi Mo is the best presenter. Uyabuya futhi athi best.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the love, Mr.
Yeah,
Hotto. Thank you
man.
so much, man, for tuning in right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. I appreciate it. And I wouldn't have been best without this team, man. You know, it's all about the teamwork
Yeah,
to
we
become
are
the
your
best
best.
version. Yes. Without you guys, I'm not the best. But let me go to Maria. So, I want to confirm again. Is Maria's answer correct? Okay. I have a Haulatre in which I'm going to announce right now that Maria came first and answered. And Maria, if you're watching wherever from home, I want to tell you that your answer is correct.
Ooh, yeah.
Congratulations to Maria.
Am I
Shut up.
You see this man? I definitely know one thing for sure. Maria Otale Hector.
Yeah, man. They are a couple.
they enter this thing together.
How like commented say see. Ah, okay. How like your answer is incorrect.
Some soul.
Yes, man. Because I saw you came in after Maria, and yes, Maria is correct, and you can see Reda, you are incorrect, mistake.
Hey, Maria and Hector are giving us couple vibes.
Ah,
eh?
man.
Couple
Congratulations,
goals.
man, to the
Couple
best.
goals, yeah.
Couple goals.
Yeah.
They enter the competitions together. They win together.
And what's nice about it is that umuntu's winning. It's not the good thing.
Yes,
Umuntu's
yes.
winning. Yeah.
Maro Hector gave him the answer. but they are couple. It's understandable. Teamwork makes
the dream
yeah,
work.
True.
Understand. So yeah, man, congratulations to this beautiful couple, man. And you know, speaking of you guys being a couple, we are planning on something. Yeah, now so you guys should stay tuned because I think you guys are going to be the couple we are looking for to run this competition. Because it is a nice I see you guys love competition. Hector answers when he won, he still comes in and answer.
Hector for everything, my man.
You know,
And then
that's-
when we deny him, he's like,
Yeah,
baby,
yeah,
Kena,
yeah.
baby, araba, baby. It's a mega fella, baby. It's a maka 1 I say 1 + 2. Ke 1 baby.
Wow, this couple will be part of this team, you know, eventually. Because we saw them, gave them an interview in Rain Show. Now we are going to see them once again right there where Tandiswa will be performing. But I hope that you guys will enjoy the performance. And once again, congratulations to you, Maria. Yes, you've won yourself a ticket worth 700 rands. But now, to not waste any more of the time that we have, we left with one ticket. And this, Mr. Haulatri, it is your opportunity to grab that ticket. Right? So, we're going to be displaying that question right there on the screen for you to see. But before I do that, Hector comes right there on YouTube. Yes, Maningi. Hector for everything. Hector for alles.
Yeah, man. Hector for
Honke
everything.
Ntsibuyawa.
Shaya wasanu, Hector.
All right, guys, this is the last question for the competition. And we are only left with one ticket to give away. A ticket that is worth $700. Right? So, producer, give them the question right there. And as I'm reading it, you are seeing it. I want the answer as quickly as you can. The second question for the last ticket is, which year was Sankofa released? A, 2020. B, 2019. C, 2024. Right? So, I want the correct answer right there.
Hey, sorry, before they give out the answer, ne?
Oh, let me read it again. Okay. Let me see. Yes. Which year was Sankofa released? A, 2020. B, 2024. C, 2019. And I have someone who has just answered. I want my producers to confirm with me once again if the answer is correct. We gave Mr. Khawalato another
just wait for 5 minutes so that if the others come with the answers, let's just wait for. But we know the first answer came, right? It's from what? I almost said Goliath.
Aibo.
Khawlahle. But you know the first answer comes from Khawlahle, right?
Yes.
Let's just wait for 5 minutes, then see if others come with the answer.
So while we wait for his 5 minutes, right? So the guys at the back just sent a notification saying that we have reached the milestone as Vooka and having almost 840 plus people watching.
We'll confirm that with our technicals.
We'll confirm that one with our technicals because the guys at the back are like, 840 plus people currently watching.
YouTube is messing up with us, man. If there's 855 people now, let them comment now. Chat, let's go. You also want to go to Thandiswa Mazwai. I can't have Khawlahle and Hector only on the comment section. With a ticket worth 700. What are these numbers? Who are these people?
Who are you? Show yourself.
So, Mr. Khawlahle, we are still scanning your answer on our machine right here. And we are going to confirm with you if your answer is correct. So, I want to confirm if Mr. Khawlahle has the correct answer for the album Sankofa. Which year was Sankofa released? A, 2020. B, 2024. C, 2019. What is the correct answer? Khawlahle comes back at lol, like my name. Khakelahle. Thanks for the second chance. So, my machines are running right there. Is the answer correct? Is the answer correct? Okay. Yes, I can see there's a big machine right there behind my cam that's generating your answer. And say, let me ask it, is Mr. Khawlahle correct by giving the answer B, which is 2024? Okay, there's the answer, Mr. Khawlahle. I am here to inform you that the answer that you have given is correct.
Congratulations, Mr. Khawlahle.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man. As your name says, umuntu akalashwa. Yes, we have our final 4 winners who have won the ticket to see Thandiswa Mazwai performing live on the stage. And you might be asking yourself, man, where is that place? It's at 4 Ways at 250 on the Cedar Road, Lifestyle Country House. They serve food. They have a salon. If you want a car wash experience, they are going to give it to you at a glimpse. And all you need to do is to come and catch Thandiswa's captivating music live. So, tickets are all gone. All of them worth 700. They're gone. If you still want to play the competition, it's closed. 9:30, it is the time right now. And the competition to win those tickets is closed.
Oh, man.
Siyayivala le ndaba ivaliwe. Congratulations to our 4 winners, Mr. Bukhosi Maselwa, Hector Takalane, and Khawlahle, and also the lastly lovely lady, Miss Maria. Those are the 4 people we have. Congratulations to you guys. 27th of April is where you need to be. We're celebrating Freedom Day right there on that day at 250 on Cedar. It's 4 Ways. That is where the experience is going to be taking place. Live music. Thandiswa Mazwaye. Zabalaza. Amen. A lot of people, man, don't know those kind of captivating music. Well, yes, I've heard Thandiswa's music, man. And I didn't know yes, it was really here, because when you grow up, you just listen, man, just passing over. You know, those music, kind of, which is the famous one that we're playing.
Yes, in Mo.
Come on, man.
No,
That was a good one. Come on, man.
No, yes, in Kona Manje Mo. Unjenge ngoma wen. Ushaya so wonke.
I just have one question. Aren't you guys being ostentatious?
Ostentatious.
wow.
It's just a question. Oh, okay. I just wanted to know.
Oh, look at you, Maningi. Oh, you've grown. Oh, my gosh, my take.
We are, man. And sorry for being verbose. Right? Yeah, man. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we end the competition. And guys, please send the relevant information for you to get your ticket. Right? So our team is going to reach out to you to ask you for further details. Once again, congratulations to the 4 winners. Yeah.
Where's your head, Maningi?
So, as you know, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we always focus, man, at looking at things. What is happening right here, whether it's on our socials, what is trending, because, of course, man, trending things are things that we look out for. So, on what is trending right now, just to discuss and hear your opinions, is Anele Mdoda. Bonelela Mgudlwa.
Oh, Anele Mdoda. Phakama mntwana omgquba. Oh, no, asinamxhosa kore nna ke tsiba maleme fela.
Tsiba malema.
Ke tsiba maleme. Ke tsiba maleme.
Confuse the
wa bona
enemy.
no ka bua.
So Anele Mdoda has tied the knot. But before we get into, you know, deep of what the wedding meant, the traditional wedding and thing. Fun fact about her is that she has met, 2 of the most famous people.
Right.
Oh, Thandiswa. Yabona Anele sesibayenza ama celebrity manje. Yeah, so this one.
What do you mean, bruh? Come on.
Which one? Which fact are you reading? And like, are we talking about Anele Achata?
So I'm
Okanye, we're still talking about
Thandiswa.
Thandiswa.
Thandiswa Mazwai.
Okay.
Right. So Thandiswa has met 2 of the most famous people. Can you guess those people?
Female or male? Famous people.
Yeah.
Internationally or?
Both.
International.
And national. What?
Mama Miriam Makeba or ma.
Makeba.
Yes.
Makeba mkhulu.
Amathuke makeba niyahlupha amathuke akumakeba.
Phela mina hawu ngiphuma le kwaZulu. Azimakeba.
Makeba, yey.
Ngiphuma kwaZulu phela mina ngumakeba uZulu kamalandela.
Bek bayakuphikisa le ngaphandle ukuthi ayikho lento ekhuluma
Mama Miriam
ngomakeba.
Makeba, is that correct?
No, it's not.
Celine Dion.
No.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Yee.
Michael Jackson is one of the people.
Yeah, I wanted to say Michael Jackson, but I'm like, hey, Michael is dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yes. While they were still
We know
alive.
he's dead,
That
but
means Thandiswa is very old, eh?
She's very old, man.
If he wants, if she once met
Michael Jackson. Michael
my nigga,
Jackson
now you can't say
died.
anything again. Oh, you can never reveal a woman's age.
No, I'm not revealing her
she's public.
age.
Those
I'm not
papas,
revealing her age. I'm just saying, Guti, she is old.
Mdala kaloku.
Yo, phela Michael Jackson wanini yena.
Yo, bra.
Wait, yo. Mabathi lethi izinto zakudala. Ngiyadla.
Borebo ma 50 years, 20 something years back.
Yeah.
That's when Michael Jackson died, man. 20 something years back. And I wonder how old was Thandiswa? 39. But there are some of the people that Thandiswa met.
Yeah,
And this one is, famously known icon from La Mzansi.
Which genre?
Genre, okay, genre politics again.
Politics, Mamu Winnie Mandela.
No.
Damn, bruh.
Guess again.
Politics. Oh, male or female? Male.
Yeah.
Bafethu Mandela.
Yeah, exactly.
Mandela.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, Mandela.
So, Thandiswa Mazwai has arguably met two of the most famous people, namely Michael Jackson and Nelson Mandela.
I mean, come on.
She's
She
big,
was supposed to meet Mandela from the same province. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Amaxhosa bonke aba bantu.
Ini?
Amaxhosa.
Ngamaxhosa.
Yini
No, I'm just asking. No.
Ngamaxhosa kaloku.
You're correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
we-
kaloku.
Hey, bruh, kaloku. Okay, I'll take your corrections because I'm not a Xhosa.
Hey, mna I quit.
Kaloku.
Yamaningi angingeni namhlanje bonke emathosa.
Yeah, man.
Yakubona
So,
Setswana nna.
Anele Mdoda bonelela mgudlwa, tie the knot in intimate traditional ceremony. Anele Mdoda and Xhosa Prince bonelela
Wait.
ngubenquka.
She married a prince.
Kamgudlwa.
Yeah,
Yeah, kamgudlwa
I
celebrated
mean, the
their
signs were
union.
there on the Instagram, right?
Ukuthi they're going to get married.
The caption was like royal girl and all those things. I mean, the signs were there.
Yeah. So 947's Anele Mdoda tied the knot to Xhosa Prince bonelela ngubequka kumgudlwa over the weekend. Social media is buzzing with pictures and videos of the couple's beautiful lobola ceremony with friends and family. Anele looked stunning and intricately beaded Xhosa regalia with bonelela in a matching ensemble. Congratulations to the happy couple. And of course, man, speaking of that, we have those images right here, man. You can see those beautiful pictures.
Yeah,
man.
congratulations,
Look at that,
man. to
kwaXhosa,
Anele
yilili.
Mdoda. Man, congratulations to Eastern Cape, man. Not so long ago, it was Zosbini.
Ewe.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on,
because she
man.
also got married.
Yeah,
I can't
not
believe
so
that
long
she
ago.
decided to wear a weave.
Wow.
Yo, I can go.
She has cheese scope, ne?
No, uwile, she won the title of Miss SA ngekat. And I was like, I thought she was gonna rock the cart at a wedding day, but no, anyway, it's a wedding.
I mean, for a wedding day, you must dress to impress,
Exactly.
right?
Thank you, my man.
And you must
Yeah.
fake it till you make it.
Oh, man, come on.
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
don't have to pretend now because when you come to a wedding, Baba, hey, you must show people that you put in money in this.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you invested.
Buy that Brazilian, that
Do you
extension,
Yeah.
whatever.
think, I mean, there's such a high profile people, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they are married into a community of property?
Eish. Hey baba, wonke ama-mic wase-947 ahamba nomjida when they divorce. So let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Nale
hope,
cooking
man,
show
I just hope.
uzothola ama shares because I guess she's also the host of the cool cooking show that they have on SABC 2. So now uzothola ama shares. That's bad. Maybe our sponsor really cook ama baked beans.
But on this one, I think it's different because they say traditional wedding, right? So traditionally, we don't include papers yet. We don't know if they've went and signed at Home Affairs and confirmed whether it's prenuptial or it's in community of property.
Well, I think if it's traditional, I'd like to believe it's in that way.
It's in community of property.
If it's traditional,
Yeah.
right?
If it's traditional.
Well, actually, you can only change it once you actually fully go for the westernized wedding.
But now,
That's when
Anele
you
is
start
very
having a
smart,
prenuptial.
dog. Anele is very smart. I don't think-
Wazelaphi? Baba, when we in love, we
Yeah,
get
there's-
stupid. We become
yeah.
the most stupid.
buza bomini dlamini hambile wayajola noyindoda enemali
Love is
bashaya
blind.
ithabalala so somshado khona manje umini
Love
dlamini
is
is the one
blind,
paying alimony.
Damn.
Aibo.
That guy is a G, bruh. Mini dlamini is the one paying alimony.
Kwenzakala la manje.
What you seeing there?
How? Here they saying it was not a wedding.
It was a what?
Kaya Dlanga says that. So Kaya Dlanga dropped a bombshell on Thursday when he revealed that Anele Mdoda and Baza James ceremony was not a wedding. What is it then? Okay, let me go. Hey, briefly now, man, it lies, man. People don't briefly lie.
Kaya who?
Kaya Dlanga. So Kaya Dlanga shared more information on his friend Anele Mdoda and Baza James traditional ceremony. Dlanga trended on social media this week when fans questioned him by sharing more pictures of Mdoda's wedding. South Africa took to the author's social media's post on Thursday, 24 April, to respond to these views. Media personality Kaya Dlanga, who received backlash for sharing Annelem Mdoda's photos on social media, has clarified the radio personality ceremony over the weekend. Dlanga adds that Mdoda and James' traditional ceremony was the final stages of the lobola process. Mdoda's close friend, Kaya Dlanga, surprised social media users yesterday when he revealed on his X account that the TV personality ceremony was not a wedding. Just to clarify, what took place was not a wedding. It was the final stage of lobola process, along with a ceremony called Ukwamkela Abakwenyana, which is to say the formal acceptance of the groom by the bride's family. And please don't get stuck on words like groom and bride. Make them equal marriage, as in the Western tradition in his context, wrote Kaya. But
no, but let's be on. They are married traditionally, so to speak.
Yeah,
they are married in traditional culture. As soon as in traditional culture, whether you paid 10%, 5%, or 100% of ilobola.
I think Kaya is correct because traditionally, if you are married, you're supposed to go back telling a nyongo. So I don't think one at this stage sekateliwe ngenyongo.
I need to that's the final side of your language.
No,
but
traditionally, according to isintu, thina bantu abamnyama, traditionally, if you are married, come on, guy. If you are married, you're supposed to go back telling a nyongo. It happens to, I think it also happens Nani Botswana.
No.
What you mean? No.
Botswana re tshele nyoko.
Nienzani ke?
Re tlhabisa magadi. Bona ka setho sa Botswana. Ga ile gore motho English ne.
Yeah, please put it in your language.
In Setswana, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying according to like lawful customary law.
Right.
It has been said there's a guy who does customary law traditions on the morning show.
Okay.
And this guy, I've listened to him for quite some times, and he has been debunking typically misunderstood traditional law, especially when it also comes to marriage itself.
Right.
According to traditional culture, you can look it up according to the traditional maritary law status in South Africa.
Yeah.
Whether you have paid 10% or 9%, according to culture, you're already married. And then one thing, the other misconception that other people have is that if I paid lobola and I decide to leave that person and go pay lobola for somebody else, it means I have no attachment to that person. And it is wrong, you do. Mina, according to African law, I am your first wife. Meaning that as long as we didn't go to the traditional court that we have in South Africa, traditional court, that means that if we didn't go to the traditional court and taken that piece of paper where it's written, and we say that we are breaking up by traditional customary law, I still have a claim to whatever money you have. I can still come with that paper, and say, good, traditionally, I am still your wife. We did not divorce traditional. This is something you can even look up right now.
There's no divorce, man.
There's no divorce, meaning that even if you go more and marry somebody else, for the fact that you paid lobola for me, I still have a stake in your money, your inheritance.
Okay,
I still have a share there. Whether you had kids with that person, I can still take that person to court.
What I want to ask from Afriberine is that how is it that you are married to someone with saying level? How is it you are married to someone like that? You know, because according to tradition, you have to go to Bakshi burn an incense, go to a sacred place, and they burn an incense, introduce you to the ancestors. Like with lobola,
but I need to the other reason why the laws kind of changed that. It's because amanye madoda beyazokhipha umuntu la kufanele ukuthi ahambe aye endumbeni yakobone alobe khamusadi. They would then say, I don't want the person. And then you find that by customary law, we've been married for over a year, and then you've been saying, no, things are preventing me from doing top of that. That's why the customary law changed to say that even if I am not introduced, the fact still remains good. I still have a stake in your money, my guy. Because I get it, we also in this day and age, a lot of people don't consider the fact that it's you actually marrying a person. They want to say that when we finally have the white wedding, we're officially married. So that's where customary law came out to protect the females. Because uzonkipeli lobola. And then we stay 5 years without an official, what we call white wedding or an official wedding. And then you break up with me and say like, we have no ties. But eventually we were 5 years into marriage according to customary law.
Bring back the money. So the question there for you is if abakutheli inyongo, if inyongo abayitheli kuwe, does it mean you are not married?
Yeah, if inyongo abakuthelanga yona, if you are not if awubikwanga edlozini and awuthelwanga inyongo, that doesn't make you a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
according
me a side
to
chick.
culture. I don't know.
So
girlfriend.
Right.
So this in this case, all we're saying is that Anele and the prince, they just finalized the final stages of lobola.
Yeah.
They paid the money. Now Tekmelienzo is the necessary things where inyongo bayomthela ngayo and
according to Xhosa,
which is the traditional wedding.
When you say this, it
that
reminds
is
me
when
of
the
a show that
traditional
used to
wedding
play
happens.
on ETV. The one that had Leleti Kumalo. I forgot about that show. And Imbeu.
Yeah.
And then one of the ladies had to go, I tell you, Nyonga, did she not struggle, TC? Mazulu, why lana so follow traditions about
So this one, it goes back to Leaga WHP's feminist case with Lerato, where they argued with her over how lawful her marriage to him was, since all he had done was also pay lobola.
Exactly, my man.
You paid lobola, that means you are fully married.
Yeah, but in a way, you see, it also goes back on
you are in the
how
first stage.
It also
of
goes back on
taking
how
your wife.
customary law works in its own way.
Yeah.
Because remember that you may pay lobola, but then the family of the guy's family already know the girl. How does customary law protect a female who's already received ilobola and they haven't had an official open quotes wedding, as people know it? But according to tradition, I'm already your wife. The only thing, the only thing you short of words is your introduction, but traditional, I am your wife. Because angisabiza ngesibongo sakithi, sengibiza ngesibongo sakini.
Yeah.
Into ehlukile ukuthi angenza angithi already ngesintu already sebangipakele in ikist ngiyaphuma. Into eshoda ukuthi kini bangenzela umsebenzi. So already that means I am no longer mongwenyana. I am part of your family.
Interesting
so what
topic,
rules,
hey?
where does the traditional customary law? Yeah, but we need to have a customary law officer la with traditional where does the law protect the female in customary law? Because in Limpopo there was also a case where it said a man wanted to take polygamy. But then, according to customary law, that meant that the second wife would not have the privileges of what the second wife did or what the second wife had. And that's when they also amended the customary law to also accompany and also accommodate the other wives so that they also have the same obligations or the same
They are
benefits.
my wives. I'm the one who's controlling who gets what. Why is the
You
law
know why the law did that? Because when you pass away, what the law did is that me as the customer, as the first wife, I had the say in everything. So when you
guys are dating.
Here's the thing.
So let me get into the WHP, just to build a substance in this. So WHP's father said he does not recognize Lerato as his late son's wife.
Thank you,
right?
sir.
She abandoned the lobola negotiation when she moved out over a year ago. WHP has been living with his helper ever since. It is believed that WHP left a will with an instruction to leave his estate to his son Leano. So Lerato doesn't get anything. Whether the lobola
I know that one I supported. Lerato's bulele lap.
Recognize Lerato as WHP's wife.
Yeah.
When you go to the white people, proposing to their daughter means good. You've already opened the door.
Yeah.
According to our culture, you loboling their daughter, it means you've already opened the door. You haven't finalized anything. Finalizing means good in the white people. You go and marry their daughter. You marry their daughter, stand in front of the pastor and do those vows and say, I vow to till death do us apart.
Yeah.
Then that's where they can say, "Good, now my son is married." According to us, kumele ukuthi uthelwe ngenyongo udlisa utsiki.
Yeah.
Then that's where we can say, "Oh, mfazi kamekwethu madoda."
Yes. I mean, that's because the final stages happens when now sekphunywa uqokisiwe those things
Thank you,
and
my
you are
good sir.
outside the room. Khulunyiwe, bafake whatever animal, whatever animal they put inside their heart, they spoke, and that animal is the one that is going to find. Because mabayihlaba, that means the message is being sent to Guti. We have introduced someone here in the family.
Yes.
So mina, I can pay lobola and decide, right, Lirato, your ways, bring back my money.
Exactly.
Bring back my money.
You are not married.
Yes, we are not
When
married
you say
yet.
that, it reminds me of a video that I once saw where they did a ceremony of returning ilobola.
Yeah.
They literally went back. This thing was a whole wedding ceremony, except that the money was being paid back as a divorce. And this this thing happened in Nigeria.
Well.
And funny enough, they actually have divorce ceremonies where Mo one kala.
Yeah.
We go back, Mo comes back to my family's house. It's a whole wedding, it's a whole celebration, bruh.
Yeah.
Music, people playing the payal, and then we go there. After going there, there's a divorce cake, cut the cake. My family returns the money back to Mo.
So now let's take the conversation to YouTube. Sima Mikala ne say Batswana ba tlhapisa magadi.
Tlhapisa magadi o etsang?
No nyoko.
After you pay lobola.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it, the whole process. Bayangeza. Meaning ukuthi angezwe ngenyongo amanzi nje aclean ugezwa nje. So it's not like what you guys do, like a proper ritual and whatever. Bayangeza mabaqeda ukungeza. That's where I wear the traditional attire of a married woman, which is chikisa and then kekenya sholo ka hempe etweu.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
they also
traditional
have to
skirt.
go to a sacred place and introduce you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for us, basically once sabagezile, it's klar.
But do they just wash you before introducing you to the ancestors or after?
Before.
See
what?
We have to introduce you first.
So this
It's vice versa for us. So it's before. I can get introduced after. But as soon as I am washed, I don't need to get it. As soon as I'm washed, already we are married.
I mean, it's simple as if you want to take a wife as a Tswana, you send a letter for re batla magadi for one alone, then the negotiations are going to happen. After lintite magadi, everything that has happened, then on the traditional wedding, that is when go tlhapiswa magadi, because I get so ntite magadi.
Right.
Now tlhapiswa magadi, you are being finalized now. That's a wedding. That's you. We are introducing you to this family. And then when you go out, officially, you guys are married. And then Spin City comes and say, tradition is per a family. My family's tradition may be different from the next, even though we are of the same culture. So it happens most of the time, Veluguti, but you meet another Xhosa and their culture is different. When I'm telling you umfazi, bona they don't. Maybe badla tennis biscuits and then
bruh, tradition is tradition, culture is culture.
It's different. Remember that in this day and age that we live in, you have families who still do things according to the old traditional systems.
Right.
And then we have families batitina as kolelo kwabaphansi, although they practice ilabot and love bayang confusion. Although they practice ilabola, but bazoyikhipha maqeda uyikhipha siphelile siqedile na ngumfazi wakho.
Yeah.
There's still families that actually do that. That's why we're saying that we can be all right. But the way we do in my family may not be the way that you guys do it in your family. My family may not follow the old traditional Setswana system. Ya go tlhapisa magadi. Mo ileng gore we get, and also sometimes in Setswana, ha re tlhapisa magadi, we literally have the traditional wedding on that same day. Like literally keep ilobola man sesiqedile kunabantu abaphekayo officially move itente liyabekiwa lapha estradini masiqedile sesiyaphuma Salilizela. Ugqokile nami ngigqokile. Sesiqedile.
Things happen.
That's how some people do it. And then that's why basically it's also different. Remember that as much as we all may come from different cultural backgrounds, we don't always follow the same protocol. But I think they don't follow traditional things.
And then Hector Takarani say cultural things at times don't mean each other. They don't meet each other. Maybe I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
And then Bohosi are these tradition things cost a lot. Imagine spending 100,000 for to be accepted by the family like the Zulu tradition do. Then after all, you go stay at a rental back room while you could have used that money and deposited a bond house.
Amen to that one. Because one thing about us that traditional lobola has now become a money making scheme. It is people have lost the true essence or the true meaning or what lobola means. Umuntu sekazofika manje ukcharge 100,000. Do they ever think that if you charge me 100,000, and as a female I'm protesting against this, my family must also know, no 100,000, 10,000 is enough, Baba. We need to go build a home. We need to go do finish.
So you just confirmed
yeah.
10,000.
Yeah. The reason why I say this is because after lobola, after lobola, we still need to get our own house, get everything into order. We pay you, my husband or my husband's family pays my family 100,000. Is that them saying thank you to my family for raising me for the woman that I am, or is that them literally buying me? Because one thing we forget is that right now lobola is no longer has to do anything about saying thanks or giving thanks to their family. Remember that you still need to pay lobola. After paying lobola, just like a malume, just like a baba, ingubo yakagogo, ingubo yakamama. So fanele uthenga ugoloko before ungene endlini. So fanele uthi uvule umlomo. So you probably spend maybe 110,000 there.
Yeah.
10,000 there. It's for the gifts. Vula umlomo. Amagoloko lapha azokutshela ukuthi mina ngiphuza iJameson mina.
Yeah.
Ngifuna leya reserve bottle leya
It's all about preference in these days, man. It's all about preference.
So Spin City Ati Maningi standing on business.
Yeah, man. Culture is culture. Tradition is tradition. There's a difference between culture and tradition, right?
Yeah, so Banela Ati, can Afro-Peri be debated that lobola is also in the Bible? It's not only exclusive to African customs. Willing to debate her live. So we're going to have a debate after
I don't mind. Yes, we believe in that, right? Yeah. But I'm just saying that for African families, they will do some certain traditional acts within the lobola process and still tell you but why do you still do some of those African ceremonies if you don't believe in that culture?
Yeah.
Why do you still do that?
Yeah.
Just do it the Western way again. Just pay lobola and then say home affairs, 75 rand certificate is shut, is the deal.
Yeah. So I think we are now living in the times whereby we can change things and demand things because yes, there are laws that we need to follow. True. Customary laws, traditional laws, especially in the marriage community. So customary law is a set of laws based on the tradition, customs, norms of local community. It is often applied in conjunction with civil, common, and religious legal system. If anything falls in the legal system, that means we can ask the government to fund us when we get married.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes, especially in Abu Dhabi, they actually get funded to get married.
Yeah, I know. There's a country.
It's Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi people get funded. The government literally pays for them to get married. The government, when we say free education, like fees of graduate in 4 years' time, they literally get schooling for free. The government in Abu Dhabi, I say, I want to go get married. They organize the wedding for me, Baba.
Yeah.
The money that you were supposed to spend on the wedding, it's money that we use to sustain ourselves.
I mean, we are, civilians. You have an ID number. You live here, you pay your taxes. And imagine if you can use some of those taxes that you pay and ask the government to say, I want to take this woman and live with her for the rest of my life. Can you guys fund me?
Fund me.
All you do is to, submit a code to the government. I want a tennis biscuit, custard, 10 to 50,000. I want a dress, a suit. Because it does not make sense. Because a lot of people fall in debt when they get married and they can't recover from that debt. It leads to people to divorces. It leads to your GBVs that we see in the country. Imagine if the government, they can now come in and say, we will support you. You guys will be happily married, and that money
now
you will use it responsibly.
You can truly be in a what do you call a community of property?
Yeah. You understand? So, Bokhosi Marcelo are a lol, but the Bible was wrote in Africa, Egypt. Okay, Manela Rebokhos, I'm willing to debate you on the live show. So clearly we have a lot of debates going on with customary laws. Yeah, in Kipita.
Yeah.
But now, speaking of making sure that you are updated, can you please open your WhatsApp there, because we've got a lot to tell people in terms of their gig guide. It's a Friday, man, a Friday mode. Where are we gigging this weekend? Where are we going? And one of the gigs that we'll be attending is Thandiswa Mazwaye live performance right there, happening at 4 Ways. So everybody, what do we have?
Yeah, so for our gig guide, we're first going to start off with the WOW WhatsApp schedule that they have right now. So their schedule actually started from the 9th of April and it's continuing until the 26th. So I'm going to go to the 25th of April. The 25th of April, they have Poetry Africa Boardroom Slammers, which will be starting at 4:30 until 6:30 at Nelson Mandela School Year Cemetery Monthly Project, right? And then they have a cash prize for 1,000 rand, which is up for grabs. Their theme is freedom. And then the entry, you just need to RSVP to 069 272 1918. That's 069 272 1918. And that is happening out in KZN. And then they also have another event happening on the 26th, which is tomorrow. It's called Slam City Workshop, Poetry Slam. And then the workshop starts at 9 in the morning, and then the poetry slam starts at 12. So 15 poets, cash prize, sorry about that. Sign up to Slam via their website, and then the workshop is entry. The poetry slam the poetry slam competition that they'll be having. It's an 80 rand entrance fee, and it'll be happening in Western Cape at Theatre Arts Methodist Church Hall. And then the other event that they have on the WOW calendar is also tomorrow, and it's called Focus on the Art Today, which is happening from 2 p.m. until 12 a.m. at night. Day to night artistic experience, music, poetry, pottery, food, visual art, and more. Purchase tickets on Quick Ticket via their link in bio, and then a ticket is 150. This one will be happening in Marshalltown, Joburg, which is in Gauteng. And then just to be more specific on the Poetry Africa competition, the Poetry Africa Boardroom Slammers, right? So their theme is Freedom Day, and they have already selected a top 10. So they already have a top 10, and then the venue is Center for Creative Arts at UKZN Howard College, and then it's also going to have a live stream on the Poetry Africa Facebook page. So it's going to be a lot. Remember that the cash prize there is 1,000 rand, and then we also have another event by World of Words, and then which is WOW at the Arturio, and then they're going to be having an open mic on the day, which is on the 2nd of May. And then this event is happening in Melville. And it's starting at 6:30 until 11 p.m. Sorry. Tickets are 80 rand and 100 rand at the door. Then we have a poster from D48. So D48 will be having a huge lineup, which is today, the 25th. They'll be having Mawo, K Durban, Baby Juice. On the 26th of April, they'll be having Babalwa M, KG The Vibe, MC Shorty, More Keys. And on the 27th, they'll be having Brandon Lulu, Sky Juice, and many more, right? And then so another poster that I have is Ndofaya Street Jam, which is happening on Sunday, and I'm very proud. Like Ndofaya is doing some things. Like, guys, I'm so proud of you. 1852. So Ndofaya Street Jam, but to bring your fire, a call for artists, creatives, MC, musicians, performers, poets, and storytellers. Come one, come all. Bring your Kemche, live performances, live art and exhibitions, street theater, pop-up market, and then it's happening at Zone 9 bus terminals. The terminal is busy, young. It's a lot going on. So apparently I have another poster here, or it's actually the one under fire. But guys, I hope you guys are ready for the gig guide, because it seems like this gig guide is very artistic. Besides the one from D48 where you get to just lose your mind, but it's very artistic. So guys, go have fun, man. Chill with some other creatives and make amazing moments.
Yeah, definitely. That's where we ended right here. Everything we had for you. We hope that you guys enjoy your rest of your weekend. This was your favorite morning breakfast show, the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to the day. Located right here in the heart of Johannesburg, Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are streaming live. From me, Muketi Maimane, aka Max. Max for maximum temperature, the son of Mother Nature. Hosena Mutlakasi Reberekisa generator. See you next week, Monday.
For me, your girl, Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze. But to the darker the berry, the sweeter than Tuntun. Imnandi mamnyama, mamshopilik teka teken pot, marloko famba na meweta yo koma kahle. Iso wana mane.
The peacemaker, the great messenger of all time. Muskondla konto ngxabala amadoda insizwa zimdlula ngomsengo. Keba ngamatla ziyambabaza mina ngihawule insizwa ngengedwa akinqa amabutho. Peace out, yo.